My name is Tanveer Shaikh. I am a second year undergraduate student of the Department of Aerospace Engineering, enrolled in this dual degree course. I am from Awaaz. I am a boarder of Patel Hall of Residence. I am contesting for the post of General Secretary Technology, Students Gymkhana, Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur for the academic session 2015-2016.
Any questions on the introduction? Tanveer, you can go ahead with the statement of purpose.
My candidature for the post of General Secretary Technology Student Gymkhana is based upon the experiences that I have gained while participating in as well as organizing various events under Technology General Championship and Shaikh during my stay at IIT Kharagpur. Being a core team member for Shaikh 2015, I have significantly contributed towards the three major facets of the fest, namely sponsorship, publicity and management. Being a core team member, I had raised a sponsorship amount of worth rupees 4.7 lakhs. I was a part of the team that raised a total alumni contribution of rupees 4.31 lakhs and rupees 2.67 lakhs from Delhi and Mumbai. The contribution of Delhi was highest till date. I was responsible for the association of 4 venture capitalists and early stage investment firms with the even B plan. I was a part of the team that was responsible for 8 media articles being printed in the leading newspapers of Kolkata. I was responsible for 14 and 6 media articles being printed in the leading newspapers of Delhi and Mumbai. Both of these are the highest number of media articles from the respective regions till date. Throughout my tenure, I was involved in the publication work for Shaikh and also for the 3rd Inter-IIT Tech Meet. During the fest, I was one of the 2 members responsible for the procurements required for all the 30 events, 10 workshops, 9 guest lectures and the 7 exhibitions, and also for the 8 events of the 3rd Inter-IIT Tech Meet. My excellent management skills are evident from the fact that I was successful in reducing the budget of the procurement section by a margin of nearly 25%. I've been a part of the bronze winning product design team, bronze winning data analytics team of Patel Hall of Residence. I am currently also a part of the case study team and the weightlifting team of Patel Hall of Residence. In my first year, I volunteered for Shaikh 2014 as a member of the corporate management and branding team, which was responsible for ensuring the appropriate publicity and branding of the corporate sponsor among the participating students. A General Secretary must be a hardworking, dedicated and motivated person towards his duties, and from the experience that I have gained over the past 2 years, I derive the confidence to project myself as a suitable candidate for the post of General Secretary Technology Student Gymkhana.
Congratulations, Tanveer. You have done a tremendous job. Can you throw some light on how you reduce the procurement budget?
Thanks a lot, sir, for congratulations. Sir, I have personally contacted all the suppliers for each and every procurement which is required for all the events. I had coordinated for all the quantities which are required with all the event set and the members, and this I have collectively reduced the procurement budget by a margin of nearly 25%.
Tanveer, you mentioned that you were responsible for procurement of all the events in the fest. What was the major chaos that happened on day 0 of fest regarding the procurement of all the requirements?
Sir, on the first day we had a written consent from the contractor to provide us the required number of tables and chairs, but he failed to provide us the same. But sir, we had coordinated with the general secretaries of the various halls of residence, and we were able to manage all the required numbers of tables and chairs as soon as possible. Sir, our excellent coordination skills are also evident from the fact that not a single event was delayed by even a single minute on the same day.
Well, let me correct you. The registration for all the three on-spot events was delayed because of procurement problem on that day.
Sir, let me correct you. On the first day, only the verdict and the inauguration were scheduled on day 0.
Panelists are only required to ask questions. I repeat, panelists are only required to ask questions.
Okay, Tanveer, you just told me that you took part in the product design event of the General Championship. Tell me the duration of the product design event.
Sir, for the presentation, 12 minutes is the duration for the product design event.
I'm asking the duration of the event as a whole, not the presentation.
Sir, product design is an open-ended event and there is no duration, only submission and the presentation is there.
Tanveer, you said that you visited Delhi and Mumbai in your DP and December trips. Please throw some light on the participation figures of Delhi and Mumbai this year, the change.
Sir, during a visit to Durga Puja, during a visit to Delhi during the Durga Puja vacation, we are responsible for publicity of the cities and various colleges of Delhi. And sir, I agree there was a minor decrease in the registration figure, but overall participation and the accommodation was increased for this edition.
So, don't you believe that online registration is important because we have a number of online events as well in 2015?
Sir, although the online registration has decreased by just 5%, but there is a significant increase in the accommodation portal.
Tanveer, how did you manage to get a very high alumni contribution from Delhi?
Ma'am, first of all, I took some initiatives. For example, I had contacted the president for the alumni chapter of Delhi, and he had personally invited me for the alumni meet at Delhi at that time. This has resulted in contacting many of the alumni. I also took the initiative to contact as much alumni as I can, and this has collectively responsible, and this has collectively shown us the result that the alumni contribution of Delhi was increased, and we had got alumni contribution of worth rupees 4.31 lakhs, which is the highest ever alumni contribution received from Delhi.
Tanveer, elaborate on your sponsorship deal of 4.7 lakhs.
Ma'am, during my tenure, I have contacted various companies and alumni for sponsoring the Kshitiz, and this consists of the various sponsorship deals, cash deals, and gift sponsorships.
Tanveer, can you elaborate on your all-round involvement in IIT Kharagpur?
Sir, I have been a part of the Technology General Championship in my second year. I have been associated with Kshitiz for past 2 years, and I also participated in numerous extra academic activities in my first year as well. This shows that I have an all-round development personality, and I am apt for the post of General Secretary Technology.
Tanveer, you have mentioned you have raised the highest number of media articles from Mumbai, but the data I have says that the number of media articles from Mumbai was 0. Can you please explain that?
Sir, I would very humbly request you to check your facts and figures. For this edition, during the December, we had get 6 media articles printed in the leading newspapers of Mumbai.
Can you name the newspapers?
Sir, there were leading newspapers, for example, Maharashtra Times, Lok Satta, Samna, Sakal, and other newspapers.
Tanveer, elaborate on chaos during tech quiz.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the question?
Elaborate on chaos during tech quiz.
Ma'am, because of the larger participation in the DRDO workshop, the venue has to change on at the sudden, and because of which the venue for the tech quiz has to be changed. And this resulted in a chaos. But ma'am, it was a minor chaos, and the core team member responsible for the tech quiz has managed that the delay has been reduced as much as possible.
Okay, Tanveer. So tell me, what was the gist of the problem statement of data analytics this year?
Sir, the problem statement for data analytics has been received from the Quanta Analytics, and Quanta Analytics, the company, the name is Quanta Analytics, and it's basically given by a company, and the data is related to the theft analysis of electricity company, and the company has asked to identify how many thefts, and so that they identify the number of thefts so that they can streamline their vigilance process.
So there were a number of data files that were provided. There were a number of data files that were provided. Can you name what were all those data about?
Sir, there was about 1 GB of data which was provided by the entire company.
What are specific
Tanveer,
files?
can you tell me how were you involved in the team which helped in publicity of Kshitij?
Sir, I was a part of the Kolkata publicity team and it resulted in printing of 8 media articles for the Kolkata workshop. I was also responsible for publicity of the Kshitij in Delhi and Mumbai regions.
Tanveer, you are a part of the inter-hall weightlifting event as well. Can you tell me the weight groups that are there in the weightlifting?
Yes, sir. There are 5 categories which are mentioned in the General Championship Sports and Games. The 5 categories are as under 56 kilograms, under 62 kilograms, under 69 kilograms, under 77 kilograms, and free weight.
What was the total number of points in the General Championship Technology this year and last year? Total number of points.
Sir, total number of points for the Technology General Championship this year is 800, while it's 750 for the last year.
Tanveer, can you throw some light on your contribution for your hall, Patel Hall?
Ma'am, as I have already said in my statement of purpose, I have been a part of the product design team, data analytics team, and I am currently also a part of the case study team and weightlifting team. Moreover, I have also participated in the illumination and choreography team of Patel Hall of Residence.
Okay, Tanveer. There was a new event added this year, data analytics. But the points for that was 50 as opposed to 75 or 100 for all the events. Why was it 50 and who chose it to be 50?
Sir, first of all, since the event was initiated in the Technology General Championship this year, the points were decided to be 50 and the total point was decided on the consensus of both the General Secretaries with all the representatives of the halls of residence.
Tanveer, you were a part.
Let me correct you, it was not decided by the General Secretary, it was decided by the President of the Technology Students Gymkhana.
Tanveer, you were a part of publications team.
Sir, let me correct you. Any decision has been taken by the General Secretaries with the consensus of all the halls of residence and this has to be approved by the President, Technology Students Gymkhana.
There was a follow-up.
Tanveer, you are a part of publications team for Kshitij 150. So there were a major chaos regarding the certificate printing of robotics this year. Can you please elaborate on that?
Sir, we had asked the robotics team to provide the design for the printing the robotics certificate, but they failed us to provide the design on the time, and because the entire process was getting delayed, so we took the design from the last edition of Kshitij and we had asked them if to verify it, but since they had not verified it on time, we had to continue the printing process so as to reduce the further delay.
So were you able to provide the certificates on time to the robotics participants?
Sir, we had got all the certificates printed on time and we had provided all the certificates to the robotics team.
But for that purpose, a number of certificates had to be printed again. So don't you think it was a wastage of money that occurred due to your irresponsible behavior in the fest?
Sir, the process of printing was getting further delayed and because they had not verified the design on time, so we had to get them printed and there was no loss of expenses on the side of Team Kshitij.
Tanveer, I firstly want to congratulate you for reducing the procurement budget. What did you actually do with the left out procurement material?
Thanks a lot, ma'am, for congratulations. Can you please repeat the question?
What did you do with the left out procurement material?
Ma'am, all the materials that are left after the fest has been submitted to the concerned procurement head.
Tanveer, you had been a part of various activities in the campus in your second year, but I see your first year as blank. Can you please explain why is it so?
Ma'am, sir, first of all, I would request you to refrain making comments on me. I have been part of the volunteer for Kshitij 2014. Moreover, I have also taken part in various events which are conducted by various societies over the campus.
Did you not find it important to mention in your SOP?
Sir, as I already said, I have been a part of the volunteer and I have participated in various events which are conducted by the various societies over the campus. But since there is a time constraint, I found that other things would be said instead of those.
Can you please elaborate on what events you have participated in your first year?
Sir, I have participated in RoboSoccer event which was conducted by Technology Robotics Society, the Code Fund event which was conducted by Microsoft and organized by the Code Club IIT Kharagpur. I had also taken part in the MOS setup which was conducted by the Firefox Club IIT Kharagpur.
Tanveer, can you please elaborate on your B-Plan deals association which you brought?
Yes sir, as I already mentioned in my statement of purpose, I was solely responsible for the 4 associations with the event B-Plan.
Those associations?
Sir, the association are Yones Angel Fund, In 50 Hours, which is a subsidiary of the startup group, KE Capital and the Nirvana Ventures.
How many of them did actually fund one of the participating teams in Shitij?
Sir, as per the protocols of Shitij, it is no binding on the side of the venture capitalists to fund anyone. Moreover, sir, it is entirely their consent if they want to fund it or not.
Last question.
Why do you consider being perfect for the post of General Secretary Technology?
Sir, I have taken part in all the 3 genres of the activities, namely sports and games, social and culture, as well as technology. I have been associated with the Shitij for past 2 years, and I have actively contributed towards all the 3 facets of the first. And from the experiences that I have gained over the past 2 years, I have the confidence to project myself as a suitable candidate for the post of General Secretary Technology, Students Gymkhana. My first proposal is, I propose to introduce the Association of General Championship Technology, Students Gymkhana, with various international and national societies working in the field of technology. The association with these societies will provide the certification for various events of General Championship Technology, hence making the events more competitive, and will provide the students recognition from the leaders of the industry. My second proposal is that I propose to introduce the live streaming of various guest lectures and workshops which will be held during Shitij 2015-16 in partnered universities and colleges all over the country.
Let me interrupt you please. Can you please send the hard copy of second proposal as well as you are reading it out here?
Tanveer, you can continue the B-Plan.
This will help, for my second proposal, it will help the students who are not able to come to IIT Kharagpur during Shitij 2016 to experience the thoughts shared by eminent personalities as well as to learn from the workshop within their colleges. It will also lead an increase in the participation from very distant colleges from where students generally participate only in the online events. As per my third proposal, I propose to introduce an introduction seminar for postgraduate and research scholars regarding the Technology General Championship at Shitij, giving them various platforms available in IIT Kharagpur on the technology front. A booklet completely reflecting information regarding all the events which are conducted in Technology General Championship as well as Shitij will be provided to each and every student at the start of the academic year.
So Tanveer, in your second proposal, you have mentioned that partnered universities and colleges. So what do you mean by partnered in this case?
I believe we are discussing only the first proposal over here.
Yes sir, I would like to discuss my first proposal.
Tanveer, you can go ahead discussing the first proposal.
So as per my first proposal, I would propose to introduce the Association of General Championship Technology, Students Gymkhana, with the various international and national societies which are working in the field of technology. And this association will provide the students recognition from the leaders of industry and will provide a certification for various events of the General Championship Technology. The requirement for these proposals are: the General Championship Technology consists of 10 events which centering towards betterment of the students as well as helping them to learn various aspects of technology. Students from various halls of residence work all around the year to give their best results. Getting certified by renowned societies can uplift the level of competition as well as giving a chance to the students of IIT Kharagpur to interact with the intellectuals from the various societies. On the implementation part of this proposal are as: number 1, the facility shall be made available.
Can you explain us how students will get benefit from these associations in detail?
Ma'am, as I already said, the association these societies will provide the certification of these events of the General Championship Technology, and hence the events will be more competitive, and moreover, this event will be certified. The participant of this event the students will be getting recognition from the leaders of the industry as well.
Tanveer, why does the student need certification from a company when Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur itself is providing certification?
Sir, I would like to clarify one thing. I am asking for the various recognized national and the international organizations. I am not asking for any company.
Alright. Why not IIT Kharagpur? What is wrong with IIT Kharagpur? Why do you have to go to other organizations, international or national?
Sir, being a student of IIT Kharagpur, it should be our duty to expand its reach beyond the campus and expand the level of IIT Kharagpur to the national as well as international level. There is always a scope of improvement.
But your proposal is not helping improve the scope of IIT Kharagpur.
Sir, the proposal would be helping the students of IIT Kharagpur and hence indirectly also helping the IIT Kharagpur as well. If a student of IIT Kharagpur is gaining a new advantage, gaining a new level, it also helps the IIT Kharagpur also.
Tanveer, how many of these organizations that you have mentioned you have contacted particularly?
Sir, as you can have a look at the annexure, I have mentioned the societies.
How many of them have you contacted as of yet?
Sir, we have contacted all the societies which I have mentioned in the annexure. But sir, we have received a quite positive response from some of them as well.
We want to listen to your proposal further.
Yes, ma'am. The implementation of the proposal would be: number one, the facility shall be made available for all the students participating in the General Championship Technology Student Gymkhana. Number two, the certification will be made by the renowned societies with the support of the Technology Student Gymkhana. Number three, we have got in touch with various societies and many of them are quite positive for giving their support to the various events of the Technology Student Gymkhana and the Technology Genre. If the output of the event is liked by the society, they will take it to the next level through the various publications, as all the products which are formed in the various events of Technology Championship and the Technology Genre they are mostly limited to the in the campus only. It will also give the recognition to the students of IIT Kharagpur at national as well as international level.
Tanveer, you say that you have contacted these societies and you have received positive response. Can I have your mail trail or something? Some of your groundwork?
Yes, sir.
You don't have any groundwork here.
I can provide you the printed mail of the mail confirmation which we have received from various societies.
Can you please provide it?
Yes, sir. Sir, please wait a minute.
Also,
Okay, Tanveer, in the annexure 1 that you have mentioned, why did you leave out the quizzes, the case study and the ad design?
Sir, because of the time constraint, we had to focus on some of the events. But sir, if the proposal is liked by the president and after his prior approval entirely, we can also expand the proposal to the different events as well.
In your SOP, you boasted about your brilliant time management skills. What happened now?
Sir, what I would like to say that we have contacted the societies of various events, but for now we are not able to contact each and every event, all the societies for each and every event. But if the proposal is formed by approval of the president if the proposal is recommended by him, then we would expand the reach of the proposal for each and every event of the Technology General Championship.
So Tanveer, we only have the mailer proof for AICHE. For all the other societies, can you give us proof?
Sir, I have given you the mailer confirmation of the societies who are quite positive right now.
So, is AICHE anyway associated with IIT Kharagpur as of yet?
Sir, right now I am proposing the
AICHE associated with IIT Kharagpur by any means as of
sir,
yet?
right now I am discussing my proposal, and as per my proposal, I would like the association of AICHE with the campus event of Technology General Championship.
Tanveer, I would really commend you on a brilliant innovation of associating the companies, but have you talked to the administration regarding this proposal?
Thank you, sir, for congratulating. We had discussed the proposal with the president, and after his and after discussion with the president and his approval only, we had taken the proposal to the next level.
Tanveer, how will these societies benefit from the associations which you have mentioned?
Ma'am, the societies that I have mentioned have been involved in the research work of the various fields for a quite long time, and there is always a scope of improvement and the innovativeness, and with the excel which is present in the students of IIT Kharagpur, there is a possibility that the students of IIT Kharagpur might give an innovative way in the research, and this might be helpful for the concerned societies as well.
Okay, Tanveer, will these certifications be only for a year?
Ma'am, this can be decided as per the mutual consensus. Right now, they have been quite positive towards the association, and if in detail we can discuss about the MOU for the rest of the time.
Last question. Tanveer, a similar proposal was proposed by a General Secretary Sports conducted last year for Sports and Game Technology General Championship. Are you aware of that proposal, and why was it not implemented? And how do you plan to implement it in TechGC?
Sir, first of all, I am discussing my proposal segment right now, and I would not comment on anything regarding the last proposal. Please let me complete my answer first. I won't be commenting on the implementation of the proposal which was proposed by the last present General Secretary in the last year. But what I am trying to say is, if the proposal is please let me complete my answer first. So what I am saying is, if the proposal is liked by and after the consensus of everyone, I will definitely try my level best to implement the proposal into reality.
Did you try to find out why was proposal not implemented this year?
Sir, I will repeat this.
There is only one follow-up followed after this question.
Okay,
there have been so many follow-ups.
It's okay. As far as the candidate is comfortable answering it. This is the last question. If you want to go ahead and answer it, you can. Else you can take a seat.
Sir, I will again repeat, I won't be making any comment regarding the implementation of the proposal which was proposed by the present General Secretary in the last year.